Hello, good morning everyone, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. Well, today's video is gonna be about something really amazing, something really important, and this is the first video I'm doing in this year with the whiteboard, and today is the 8th of January 2025, and it is my pleasure and honor to share this beautiful message with you, and I hope you are having an amazing year, and that you will not give up on your dreams, that you will keep working on your goals, and that you keep planning and working hard into achieving them. And I wish you good luck. That being said, let's dive really quick into the very core of this video. Well, this video is gonna be a bit maybe controversial for a lot of people, and I want to first notice about that before we dive into the real details of this. And I also want to note that there are concepts in this video that I will not be able to go in dive into deeper, and for those concepts I will definitely link up those others video that I've already made, or I will upload some of which I've already made without uploading them to my YouTube channel, and I will also record those ones that I have not been yet recorded. So bear with me in case you don't understand something that might seem odd or bit confusing for you. I don't know, there are a lot of things that might be confusing here, but I will try my best to try or to give it a try to explain everything clearly as I can, because I'll make this video to not confuse you but to help you understand something I found very interesting, and it's very something that really simple normally but seem yet complicated and complex in the sense of how complexity we have as human beings. And that being said, I will quickly give you the title of this video, which is the human system. And well, you're already wondering why the hell I want to talk about the human system. The human system. Well, and the reason, I don't know if we can see this title clearly, but we are already struggling with this camera. So the reason why I named this video the human system is because, as I said, I have tons of video that I already uploaded or that I recorded that I haven't yet uploaded on my YouTube channel that talk about different things about the human. And the human is a composition of different things in itself. So I was reflecting what is actually how can we call all these things put together, which is first of all, I think I recorded some videos on the idea, the spirit of idea, like we are just a composition of ideas and different type of things that I've been talking about here already. And then how can we put those things together? Right? And the perfect term for me, although I might find some more interesting term to apply to this title, but yet what I have is to call it the human system. And why is simply because everything is kind of a system, and a system is just something that has different kind of component to them. You think about any kind of system you might think about. If I tell you a system, you're already thinking about something complex, something that might not be quite complex, but it is something that has functionality, that have different functionality, that have different kind of thing to it, and that can operate different thing but not singular thing, right? So that is what a system is. A system can be designed to specifically tackle one single problem or a different problem, and we're living in a system. Everybody talking about system, the water system, the political system, economical system, whatever system you can think about, everything is made up of systems. So that's why I wanted to make sure that we have something that identify correctly with what I'm trying to explain, which is the human system. And the human system is a composition of different parts of the life of a person that constitute his life experience. right? So his life experience is the system in itself, but that system is divided into different categories, and we are going to go into that, but I already given you a taste of what we are going to explore in this video. So without further ado, I already said it, but I'm saying it again. Let's dive back to the composition that I'm willing to show you for free, because I just discovered for free, or I just made it up for free, and I'm also going to share it with you for free. Now all right, the title is here, doesn't matter, we just leave it like it is. Some times ago I was referring to human being sorry, to the human being as being a kind of operating system. And for those of you who are not familiar with computer, although and its variable operating system is actually well, and already I'm also talking about something that it has to do with system. Operating system is the core that allows every kind of devices to work. And when we think about computer, and I'm assuming if you are watching this video, you are definitely using an electronic device. An electronic device works based on the operating system that is installed in it. Let's, for example, think about Microsoft Word, and not Microsoft, I mean, when people think about Microsoft, they can think about the company, but the company does something that is called the operating system, which is the OS. And the OS is for Microsoft company is the window. They make the windows, and the window allows computer to run on window operating system. We also have different kind of operating system like the Linux, or we also have iOS, which is for Apple. So we have different kind of operating system. Those are for computers, but for those are for desktop and computers. But for smartphone, we have the Android operating system, and we also have the iOS operating system, which are for iPhone. So Apple products. So that's the kind of operating system we have. Now the operating system is not actually the device itself. The device can be made by any person. Like if you have, for example, we have computers that are Apple's. You can install a Windows system in Apple and an Apple and use it, or you can have Dell, you can have Lenovo, you can have different kind of computer, you name it. You can have HP, different kind of computer that make those devices. Those devices are not the operating system. The operating system is what makes that device function, that can have different kind of software into them. The operating system itself is a software that allow other software to run and to work. So I'm explaining this. This video is not about computers and technology, but it is to explain something that is really important to understand the kind of explanation I'm going to give you here. So I was saying I'm comparing the human being to being as a kind of operating system, and ourselves, if you follow me, we are not the operating system, we are the device. Maybe you are a device. I don't know if you are an iPhone, I don't know, or you are a computer, I don't know, but you are the device. But what allows you to function is the operating system, and that operating system, you can call it a spirit, right? You can name it whatever you want, but let's call it a spirit, because that is what allows you to function and have every kind of thing. So first, let's start here, because we already started, and I want you to keep a really close attention to this, to not confuse yourself, or I'm not trying to confuse you, so don't confuse yourself with this as well. So first of all, we have the human being here. We have the human being here, like let's name it a spirit, or let's name the human being just a human being. Bang. He's the human being, and then he has the here he has the operating system, and his operating system, let's name it OS, which is equal to its spirit, right? As we already know, people say human being is the spirit having a physical experience. So your body is not you, your name is not you. So to be clear, because we have to be on the same line. If I ask you, who are you? You say, I am this, but you are not what you're saying. You say, I. What is the I? I mean, who are you first before being that thing? Because when you're born, you didn't have a name. They assigned a name to you, but who are you having that name? That's why we don't want to diverge ourselves here, assuming that we already know who we are. And I'm not assuming as well that you already know who you are, but that is why we can, truth out this. Like I hope we find out, and it's not just something really easy like that, but it can be if we focus on this and try to understand the core of it. So here you have yourself here, right? Yourself. Wow, you might name yourself. That's why the phones have a name, but the name is not the phone, right? The phone is different from the name. The phone can be given any kind of name, but the name doesn't make the phone makes the name, right? So you here and you have a name. Maybe your name is, I don't know, a name, and you have the spirit living inside you. Right, so you have that. Now the interesting part that we are going into right now, which makes up the human system, is really critical. It is really important that you pay attention to it, and this is where things get really interesting, and here where things get really interesting. Now I might not be able to dive into this, like give details about this, but I'm going to I want to make sure we see this clearly. Well, the blue pen is not, the blue marker is not giving the right vibe I want, so I'm gonna use the black one. It's a bad idea to write on the whiteboard with the blue thing, so I'm trying to make it styling. So this is this CSS styling. So all right, so here is where things get interesting. Here we have the human being, we have the operating system, and that operating system is composed with a lot of things, and I'm not going to dive into that detail. I will have different video upload on that to explain first what I think about the human being, and also what I think about the operating system of the human being, which is the spirit, right? And then I will make sure I upload another video that explaining what I'm going to make up here. And here we have ideas. Now if you followed me from the beginning, I mentioned earlier the operating system is a software that allows other software to run, right? So well, what I just wrote here is idea. Now we will name them, in a few moments. Don't get confused. Now what I mean by here is you are the human being, you have the operating system, which is the spirit, and then that is the operating system. If you're using a phone, just having a phone doesn't make you do anything. Well, the Android operating system in your Android phone doesn't allow you to do anything. Well, it allows you to potentially do things, but at the condition that you download software that allow you to access different kind of thing. So those things are called applications. And those applications in ourselves are ideas, and those ideas, that's what constitutes our system, our human system. And those ideas, right, are software in us that allows us to do different things. Now the reason why I'm making this kind of analogy or metaphor into the device that we use in ours is because this is something that we use commonly. This is something that we can easily understand without referring so much to terminology and all that. We just have to use something that we are very familiar with to maybe understand ourselves the way we don't even understand yet. So we understand phones more than we understand ourselves. So here we have the ideas. Well, you have application in your phone, but you also have applications in you, but you are not aware of those type of application that you have. And those are the application that we want to name right now. Now we have ideas, right? Now if you think about it, the human life, we are born, right? So after being born, all right, let's assume you're born and you're there and you don't do nothing. You have legs, you have all your functionality, but you are there with no friends, with no work, with no money, with nothing at all. What do you feel like? What kind of life do you live if you don't have anything at all in this life? I mean, that will live such a boring life, right? Not just boring, but it's not a life. So we need application to make that human being that is just born to functions. Those applications are categorized. I'm trying to categorize them so that they have different tons of other sub application, but let's categorize them for the sake of this video and for the sake and the purpose of explaining just the human system. And you can develop it further at your home in your leisure or leisure time. So first we have the health. Health. And don't confuse, I will explain it in a short moment. We have the health. We have relationship. We have relationship. We have health. We have relationships. We have we have status. I will explain what I mean by each of them very soon. We have status. We have money. Oh shit, I'm not good at writing on the board, but I will get better as much as I practice this, so I hope I will get better soon. We have relationship. We have health, relationship. We have status. We have money. We have recreation. So this is the 5 different kind of main idea that drive our life, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope I will discover a different kind of group of idea that I'm not yet aware of, or that I have not been able to put under a category. But the reason why I'm making this as simple as this is because we have to put under category, each category, different kind of things we do. Now if you think about it, right, in this health aspect we have alimentation, and we have fitness, right? We have alimentation and we have fitness. In relationships, just like it sounds, we have family, we have friends, we have our partner, our life partner, right? And that can also be family, because you have different sort of family. You have first your own family before you, and you have the family after you, right? So we can put family into also partner, but I want, for the sake of simplicity, we just do it like that. For status, right? For status, we have institutions. We have institutions, and we have what else we have here? Status, we have institution, and I just wrote this somewhere. I need to take a quick look so that I don't make a fool of myself. Okay, I forgot something here. Oh shit. I mean, I just for that's what I was. I forgot something here. I also have spirituality, which is truly important. Like this is a sort of idea that also amazingly important. Spirituality. It is an idea as well. It is an application in our life. So we have 6 different kind of idea. We have health, we have relationship, we have status, and status. We have institutional, and we also have a hierarchy, right? In this status. Well, in the institution we have hierarchy, but I wanna put in into two so that we don't get confused, so that we have a more room to explore. So we have also hierarchy. In status we have institution and we have hierarchy. In money, which is extremely important, we have business, and we have employment. We have business and we have employment. In recreation, we have entertainment. Well, I don't have much space. I will buy a more digital board so that I have more space to manage. But I'm not good at writing, so I just hope you have some kind of feeling of what I'm talking about, right? So, how I must begin. Okay, so we have entertainment, and in spirituality we have religion and education. We can have more, but these are the main sub components of this human system that I wanna first talk about. This keep falling. So let me just go through each of them so that we have a more view of what we're talking about here. Okay, so we have the human system, and we have your name, whoever you are, your body. You give a name to that body, but in that body there is a spirit, which is the ROS, which is the operating system, and that operating system I already explained what it is about. And that operating system allows other software to operate in your life. Now, in our life as human being, the kind of operating system we have, I don't know the name of it. We can explore that later. But we have different kind of software that operates on that operating system, and those software, we have tons of application in our life. Like you have a partner, you have all the things that already have a huge importance in your life, but those things are more than in one group, which is the main software or the main application or the main idea of that thing. And you know, that's why I'm categorizing them into idea. So we have health. In alimentation, I don't have any space here, but we can go in more deeper. In alimentation, you can choose to be a vegetarian, or you can choose to be the opposite of vegetarian. What is the opposite of vegetarian? I don't know the name, but you can choose to be a carnivore. Or I don't know what it's called. Someone that is not a vegetarian, he's a carnivore, or I don't know. So you can choose to eat whatever you want. That is under health. Whatever you are choosing to eat is a decision that is from this ideology of your life, because you are expected to eat. If you don't eat, you die, right? So you're supposed to eat. It is an ideology that runs in your life. Here we have fitness. You are supposed to be fit. If you are too much obese, you cannot stand up, you cannot work, you cannot even move your hand to eat, because you are too much obese. That's why you choose to practice a sport. In fitness, we can have swimming, we can have going to the gym, we can have running, like I do, like myself, running. We can have taekwondo, we can have tons of fitness practices that you can do. You can have yoga, you can have, I mean, lot of things, because you have to understand what you're doing, when you're choosing something. You have to understand why are you choosing those things, because they make a really huge component of your life. That's why we need them, and you know, understanding why you need them is critical to make the right decision for yourself, because this provides you clarity. In relationships, we have family, and in family, that's what I was explaining earlier. We have partner, which is your partner with which you have a baby, or in case you are not dating an hetero partner, you date the other partner, you can just, do your thing, and that is your family, right? And in that category as well, family, you have your mom and your dad, and that's from your sibling as well. That is a set of family. And then you have friends and colleagues. Then you also have friends. You need friends. Now, the reason why this is important, I will explain very soon. Now, in institution, you have in status you have institution and you have a hierarchy. I mean, think about it. Why there is a government? Why there is a government? Why there is why there is a why there is a government? Why there is there are institutions, there are NGOs, there are this, there are that. Now, institutions then leads to hierarchy. We need a mayor, we need the president, we need the prime minister, we need the king, we need this, we need that. Those are institutions. Well, why there is this? Because we need the status, and the status is a game. Not a game. Well, I'm not trying to tell this way, but it is an idea in our life. We need it. This is important. It is here, because if you are not even aware of it, it is shaping your life. It is making you make a decision that you are maybe not aware of, or it is making you feel that you are not doing something that you're supposed to be doing, right? That's why we need to be aware of it. And then money. Whoa, this is the most important that shape our life in daily basis. Money. I was struggling at first if this idea, I want to name it money, but I think I will definitely have another better idea name for it, because I'm sure it's probably not gonna be money forever, because it's money is what roots the idea, but not necessarily root the idea, but money is the most component part of the idea. But I just didn't have any good name for it yet, but I just maybe think, okay, well, let's assume it is money, because whatever we're doing, when we are in business or we are in employment, what we are looking for is money, right? So here, in money side of the equation, we have business. And now, if you want to go business, you are looking for money, right? Whatever business you are doing. And when you're talking business, there are millions of businesses on earth. Now, where do they come from? They come from money. Now, money, we have employment. There are million type of employment in the world as well, but they lie down in the idea of money. We have recreation, we need entertainment, we need to have fun, we need to, we need to feel good, And maybe you're watching this for an entertainment reason or just a recreative reason. It doesn't matter, but we need to have fun. And that is why we have sport, we have music, we have television, we have all these, we have arts, we have, a lot of things. We can think about recreation. And then we have spirituality, which is also a really important part of the world. In spirituality, we have religion, we have education. Well, I was thinking really if these two fall under the same category like education and spirituality, but after all, they are doing the same thing in a different way, because education just give a kind of spiritual satisfaction to the people that are looking for knowledge, right? And religion as well is doing the same thing. Religion is providing you with answers to questions that you have, and education is also doing the same thing. So they're providing the same feature. They have the same feature, maybe different way, right? So education, religion are here to satisfy your spiritual need. Ladies and gentlemen, these are first of all the 6 main ideas that I have yet to come with that guide our life. And I just came up with this idea so that you know what are the main things that are governing your life, right? You might be already aware of it, but the main point is not just being aware of them, but is being aware of how they're shaping and influencing your daily decision. And this is not where it stops. We don't stop here. The main part is yet to come, and that is, I made a video I made a video earlier about something, or I have not yet. I will definitely. So I will just come up with that video, and that will explain the main concept behind this system that I just laid down here, and why you should understand it, and then how you can, use a tool that I am advocating on my platform, on my website, to help you to develop a clarity in your life, which is first. I hope I can clear this up. All right, so that's the concept of the video that I will upload will be more about something that I just call this. I don't have a name of it yet, but I think I just name it really simple, which is intention. Which leads to expectation, which leads to outcome, and leads to this doesn't really sound like D. It's just not D, but and leads to emotions. All right, so this is a formula. It is a mental work frame that I just also developed some time ago. I'm not the one that developed things. I just put them together. So I'm not an inventor, but I just put these things together so to make a sense of them whenever I'm making a decision. Now, what we have here, we have an intention, we have expectation, we have outcome, we have emotion. You are already wondering, why the hell are you putting these things together? What is the link? But I hope you already all have a clue about all these things, because you know what is intention. Intention is an action, a set of action that you do in order to provoke a sort of results that you want. So whenever you have an intention, it automatically sets a sort of expectation. And whenever you have expectation, well, the expectation might not differently equal outcome. Like the outcome might be different, or might be greater or inferior to your expectation, and that will generate an emotion. That emotion might be happiness or angry or fear, depending on how the expectation come to be. So this is a really important plan. So I will also make a video to explain this more in detail and how they affect our lives. So we have expectation, we have intention, we have expectation, we have outcome, we have emotion. Now, why is this important in the human system? Well, because think about it. Do you need friend? Of course, yes. Do you need a partner? Of course, yes. Well, you might not have a sexual partner, you may have a business partner, you might have this, you may have that. But do you need money? Of course, yes. Do you need water? Of course, yes. Do you need shelter? Do you need to eat? Of course, even if you are against every system in the world, of course you did need something. But now, the thing that you need, follow me here, the thing that you need sets these principle here. But how do you need those things? You need those things from the previous things that I just erased on the board. Do you understand the point? I wish I had more space so that I can leave everything here to explain it more clearly, but I hope you have an image in your head so that you can follow up to this point. The things that you need, and there is a point here. We have, as human beings, we have basic need. Oh shit, we have basic need, and some of the basic needs are water, shelter, security, food. Those are the most basic needs, and those basic needs create desires, and those desire creates our intentions. When you have a desire, you have an intention to do something to satisfy the desire, and that intention creates an expectation. That expectation creates outcome. The outcome generates some emotions. Now, you by having an action, you don't even know where it's coming from, but the action that you are making or the intention that you have doesn't just start from somewhere. It starts from anywhere. I mean, it starts from the roots, from the human system, right? Which is guided by the idea that I just named before. So when you are having an intention, you have to look back. If you are confused about what you're doing, you have to look back into the main idea of your life. Where is this intention coming from? Well, I want to eat, and I want to eat this kind of food. I want to eat this kind of, well, okay, I know I am in the health application. The software I'm operating in my life now is the health. Now, for example, what we are doing here is education. Why are you watching this video? Because you want education. You need it. It creates a desire, which is set your intention to click on this video to watch me talking and explaining something to you. That is how it works. Those needs create desire, which is set intention that guide attention, that guides your behavior and your actions. And know that that intention has an expectation. Maybe you are expecting me to explain myself in a certain way, or maybe you are expecting some certain message from my video. Maybe you are not getting it, and maybe you are getting angry, or maybe you are getting happy because you are getting satisfaction from what I'm telling you. Maybe it's exactly what you are looking for. You understand the point? This is how this works. And maybe you are already being frustrated because I'm wasting your time, because you are not supposed to, you already know this, or maybe you already know even more than this, right? So it might be annoying for you, and those are not just the reality. The reality is just I'm explaining something, but your emotion are reacting to the outcome, and the outcome is different from your expectation, right? This is how it just work, right? So the outcome is always maybe different from the outcome may be different from expectation. Now, your emotion is not the reality. Your emotion is just telling you something about the reality. No, your emotion is telling you something about you that you have about it. Your emotion is telling you something about your expectation of the reality. Exactly. This now I'm speaking right. What was that? All right. So your emotion is telling something about your expectation that you had about the reality, and the reality is just me telling something about the human system. And that's the reality. Well, and your reaction to this is what you expected and what you have. Now, this is just a simple analogy, but there is more deeper to that, because everything in your life generates an emotion, and you have tons of it in every day. You interact with someone, you have an emotion. You go to your job, you have an emotion. You do your business, you have an emotion. Everything you eat, a food, you have an emotion. You feel great about the food you don't. The food is too salty, it's too sweet. You feel certain kind of way, generating emotion all throughout the day. Those are based because of your expectation, and those expectations are, you cannot ignore them. They are normally automatically set as you have the intention, because without the expectation you will not do anything, right? So if you don't have an expectation, you will not watch this video, right? And the fact that you're watching this video to this point, maybe you like it already, and you can give a like and subscribe to the channel, and also be sure that you will receive the videos that I will put out there to explain more further different type of different components that I just talk about in this video that are not fully detailed here. But let's get back to this, and I'm hoping to close this video in just few minutes because I don't want to make it very long. 40 minutes already. Oh god, I just love this topic. All right, so this is how it works. Now when you are having an emotion, and this is the reason I wanted to make this video. When you are having an emotion and you are facing something that is not working properly, now you might ask yourself, what is wrong? What is wrong here? Well, why did you set that expectation, or what is not working? Now, how do you know that your expectation is wrong, or how do you know that the reality is the reality? Okay, that is why you need an update. You need an update. Like every software, like every OS operating system, you need an update. An update, how do you get an update? You get an update through some sort of stuff. And my favorite tool that I use to have an update is writing and also running. And my favorite is running. Why? Because how do you get update? Update comes from the person that creates the system. If you think about it, who created us as human beings? Well, I mean, I'm not here to preach a religious thing, but I think someone created us. Maybe you call it God, you call it Allah, you call it the universe, you call it you call it whatever you want. That person is always sending updates. So you want to make sure that you catch up those updates, because not everybody that has a computer are updating their computer. And not having a computer updated will cause you to have trouble operating some new software that you download, and some new idea in your life, your marriage, or your friendship, or your family, your money, your this might not be working because you are not outdated. And that's why you need updates. Updates you can have update through. That's why people looking to update through spirituality and religion. There are different type of way to have an update, right? So the best way to have update is stay attuned to yourself, and that is not something I want about spirituality. No, it's just practicing something that allows you to be alone and to have a direct connection with the universe, that allows you to keep updating your system. And that is why running is my favorite update. And I'm developing a course and free courses on running, how to start running, and not just running, but using running as a tool of updating your system. And that is why I invite you to click on the link under this video to go on my website and to check on the free courses and to see what is convenient to you, and you can choose whatever you want. It's completely free, and I encourage you to practice it for 7 days, and you might find it's probably for you, because running is not definitely the only update tool over there, but there are tons of them. But for me, what worked is running. Updating your life, updating yourself, and you can be as happy as you may wish. That's why running is the most perfect tool for me right now. I do practice a lot of things. I go sometimes to the gym, I do meditation, I do certain things, but running is so far the best. And I encourage you to go on my website and check on these free tools and free courses to allow you to learn how to use running as a debugging tool for your system, and that will allow you to stay updated and to receive amazing updates from the universe and operate at your higher potential and a higher level. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the human system. I hope you learn something from this. I hope you at least discovered something that you didn't know before, or I hope you already confirmed something you already know in the other, or whatever case you find yourself in. And I hope I didn't confuse you, but at least I try to give clarity, and I hope you like this video. And if you like this video, let me know what you find useful about this video. If something here resonated with you, or what you find confusing here, you might also explain to me. That is an update that is also debugging tool. And thank you for your time, and I do really hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay updated by using my updating tool. It is completely free. Well, for the first people using the tool, actually. Thank you for your time, and hope to see you soon. Bye.